Hi guys, Lookfolk here and welcome to another FIFA 21 SBC video. It is Friday at 3 o'clock and EA have just given us another Bundesliga Player of the Month SBC for February. It is going to be Jadon Sancho, who obviously does have now a 92 rated what if card as a right hand sided midfielder. Now interestingly, this one's going to be on the left hand side, 89 rated, so we'll have a look at his cards, what it takes to be able to complete him. 2 segments there. It doesn't look like we're getting any promo today. We're pretty much guaranteed not to get for birthday. Who knows, EA might put something special at 6 p.m, but I highly doubt that. So 2 weeks with no promos, basically. It's not great for the channel, so yeah, there's going to be a lot of team of the season prediction videos basically over the weekend, guys, because it's not my fault. It's EA's fault for not giving us, you know, good content, but we won't try and be too negative. Let's have a look at this Sancho card. We'll have a look at his in-game stats in seconds. It's going to be an 83 rated squad and an 84 rated squad with a team of the week. And you know what? The chemistry isn't too bad at all. Usually we see 84 rated squads require a lot more chemistry than just 65. Usually it's like 70 or even 75. And only 70 chemistry. Usually this in the past has been quite often 80 chemistry for 83 rated squads. That is really good. I don't know what his weak foot and skill moves are, but on the whole, I mean, obviously, if you got his what if card, there's no need to go and get this one. But the reason why I don't really need him is because I got rid of the fan of Felipe Anderson, who probably already is a better card. I'm looking at it, and I just saw the 78 shooting on this card, so maybe that is kind of why he actually... I thought his shooting was a lot better than 78, but anyway, let's have a look at his in-game stats. So 5-star skill, which is fantastic, only 3-star weak for obviously, which isn't great. A nice work rate at high medium. Now, his in-game stats, his pace is nice. It's not the most insane, but it's nice. I wouldn't want it to be any lower than 87 at this stage of the game, put it that way. I think you'll probably just about get away with that. If anything, I'd maybe even still want a pace chem stat applied to him. His finishing and positioning are okay. His shot power has got to be better than 74, so you need a chem style for that. Maybe even the Hunter chem style might be the right chem style to apply to this card, but make sure you get that pace and the shot power up. His volleys, to be fair, are fine. His passing is good in the areas that you need him to be good in. So his short passing and vision are superb. His crossing and curve aren't too bad. Not the most insane, but they're not too bad. I'm fine with his long passing only being at 70. His dribbling is exquisite. Like, there's no need to touch his dribbling at all. It's already absolutely fantastic in every single area. His stamina is, you know, fine, I suppose. And obviously, physicality-wise, he isn't great, but he isn't terrible at the same time. For player traits, great for player traits. Flair, finesse shot, and outside foot shot is fantastic. So this card, in some areas, looks really, really good with the 5-star skill moves. The abundance of player traits that he does have, and obviously 3 really good ones there for attackers and flair, finesse shot, and outside foot shots. His dribbling is absolutely immaculate. His passing is okay. Again, you wouldn't want it to be any lower, his overall passing, than what it is. His shooting needs work, especially his shot power. You can't be using players at this stage of the game as an attacker that's only got 85 finishing and 74 shot power and 87 positioning, because that just, it isn't great. If anything, it's actually poor for the stage of the game, and his pace needs to be increased as well. So you need to ideally go with a chem style. Basically, the Hunter chem style, I reckon, is the best one to put onto this card if you're going to go for him. And I want to kind of compare him, see how much of an increase he's been given to some of his other cards. Of course, he's got the 87 rated gold card, his 88 rated record breaker, and the 92 rated what if card. So I'm just going to go and put in there Jadon Sancho, and then we'll compare him with just other left-hand sided players. So the good thing about this one is that it is a position change card. I think that's always pretty cool, just a left-hand sided instead of the right-hand side, as you can see all those other cards as a right midfielder. Now, comparing him with his record breaker. Okay, so the same pace, which is very interesting. He's got, wow, the record breaker's better, isn't it? The record breaker's got 5 more shooting, 1 less passing, 2 less physicalities, 1 less defending, and 2 less dribbling. But I would argue that 5 shooting is a massive difference. Yes, he lacks a little bit in dribbling, in passing, and physicality, but I think this 88 rated record breaker, on the whole, obviously they both play on different sides of the wing, but on the whole, it is a more complete card. Same skill moves and wing foot, same work rates. See, look at that, 91 finishing. Okay, fair enough, his shot power even on this card isn't insane, but he's got so much more finishing and positioning that this card will just play better. Even the dribbling on this card, although it's 2 less than his Player of the Month card, again, it's just better. And we need to see how much this record breaker card goes for on the market. His passing is really, really nice in short passing and vision. Again, it is slightly lower than this left-hand sided card. They both got the exact same acceleration and sprint speed. What does this one have for player traits? The exact same player traits. I would argue Right, okay, so we'll have to wait and see how much the 89 rated card comes in terms of price. I reckon it's going to come in at no more than 150,000 coins, no more than that. Now, we need to compare him with that 88 rated card, who, yes, is one rating lower, but I would argue is certainly just as good. Like, if you were to use these two cards, I don't reckon you know as much of a difference between either of them. Now, to be fair, the Record Breaker card is going for more than what the SBC is going to cost. He's selling at 220,000 coins, but obviously if you were to buy him, he would be a tradable card. He has a much better card design. I know card designs don't matter to some people, but I maybe they do matter to. Well, I think the reason why this card's a record breaker. If this card was just an inform, he wouldn't be selling for 220,000 coins because the card design does definitely add on value to this card. Now, of course, if you're going to do the SBC, you will be getting an untradeable version that you can't sell. You can obviously sell the 88 rated card if you were to buy them off the market. I mean, that card is going for more than what I thought it was going to be going for. So technically, in a sense, that makes the Player of the Month card look better value for money. There's still the 82 to the 88 rated pack to be able to guarantee. So technically, you could pretty much easily craft the Bundesliga Player of the Month Sancho for almost free. So I personally think that between the Record Breaker and the Player of the Month card, there is literally not that much separating them at all. You would argue that the Player of the Month card is slightly better on the whole, but obviously has the 5 less shooting compared to the Record Breaker, which is obviously very interesting. So, it's an SBC that literally doesn't interest me whatsoever. I'm going to wait and see what we get for 6 p.m. content. Hopefully we'll get something good with that, although I doubt we're going to get much, to be quite honest, unfortunately. But on the whole, it's a decent SBC. If you can craft him for free and you have a Bundesliga team and he's an upgrade there, then by all means, yeah, he would be pretty good. I mean, we'll have a quick look at just other left-hand side of players just before we finish off the video from the Bundesliga, just to kind of give us an idea of how we would kind of rank in that particular list. I can't really recall too many great left-hand side of players from the Bundesliga this year, if I'm totally honest, apart from Leroy Sané. You do have the Schlobberslide card, you do have the Rule Breakers Douglas Costa, who I've used. I would argue that Rule Breakers Douglas Costa is better than Sancho. Yes, he has one less dribbling. Yes, he's got a lot less physicality. Doesn't really matter too much for a left-hand sided player. His shooting is far better. He's got a little bit more better pace. Of course, he goes for quite a bit on the market, but he's just a fantastic card in this game. You have the Diaby Road to the Final card. I think Leverkusen are already out of the competition there as well. You have Schlobberslide as well. If you've already got him, there's no need to go and get Sancho, because Schlobberslide, despite being one racing lower, is just a far superior card. And you have Sessegnon, who's actually a card you can grind for free during this particular season's progress. Has a lot less dribbling, has more pace, much better shooting. I tell you what, this card is basically just as good. Has one more star weak foot, yes, one less skill move, but I would actually argue, the more I look at it, I don't think this Sancho is great value for money. That's just my personal opinion. Let me guys know what you think in the comment section as well. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.